Hello. We are back today. This is the second episode of the Beta Archive series that I've had going on. Not even sure if it's a series, but hey, it's a thing. Anyways, as you noticed, we actually have a bit of a animatic setup here. I figured that, I don't have a face cam, and that won't change anytime soon because my recording environment is terrible. But I figured it might look better if there was, something to look at. It also has a neat few features too, like you can change the emotions. Pretty fun. Except I don't know how to use it properly yet, so it's kind of just in neutral for the most part. Actually, I think there might be something conflicting. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, currently I'm just using normal keybinds to change the emotions, like T and R. So it's a bit inconvenient. I'll have to get used to it. If anybody knows a better way to go about it, then be sure to let me know, but in the meantime, I don't know. So, no wait, I have something for that actually. I don't know. Nope, wrong one. I don't know. There we go. A confused expression. Gotta change the mouth on that, it looks weird. But you can see what I'm going for here. Anyway, in the world, not much has changed. I haven't played much since the last recording. But we do have a few trees that have grown that we need to chop down. That's gonna take a bit. I don't like these giant oak trees. It seems like they're so much larger than in modern Minecraft, but I could be wrong. Feels like I have to make an entire structure of wood just to get to the thing. At least it gives a lot, though. Probably about like 4 or 5 trees. Normal trees worth. But man, is it a nightmare to clear out. I've been mostly thinking lately about how to properly, not brand, but set up this series of this channel. Because I want to do something different with it. Not different, but, I don't want to just be a faceless guy playing games in the background. There's about 1 million of those. And I mean, like, the only thing I'm good at is talking. I do that a lot, believe me. Can't get enough of it. But I don't know. I do not know. If anybody has, like, suggestions about how to brand this thing, the name I won't change. The name is staying. It's iconic. But the avatar, the icon, the banner, I don't know what to do with that. I'm new to this. I'm aware probably no one will really realistically watch this, but it's there. And I figure, if I keep making videos, if I keep them as like an archive, as I mentioned, then it would be pretty cool to look back on all this. So for that reason, I'm just gonna keep doing it, regardless of the result. I feel like we could have some dirt here and make like a thing. Not sure. That's the wrong block. I think that would be better. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is actually kind of nice. I'm still just trying to think, how can I better optimize this? Because I cannot draw at all. I did not draw this rig, or, this little animatic here was made using a pick crew. I believe it's called I believe it's pronounced pick crew. and I will link that in the description of this video and in the description of my channel for so long as I continue to use it. And of course, if you made this and are somehow watching this, the chances of that are astronomically low. But if you are and you don't want me to use it, just let me know and I'll stop. But in the meantime, I'll use it. Something's better than nothing, or at least that's what I figure. I would go for a more 3D or more detailed one, but again, I can't actually draw. So I would need to commission somebody for that. And I'm open to doing that, but you know, if I'm too broke to afford a webcam, then I'm too broke to probably afford a commission. So for the time being, life goes on. We're gonna make some stairs here, like I suggested. Not suggested, said we were going to do in the last time. We'll create a staircase down to the middle, so that we have easier access to the mine. Takes a while. $40. Okay, that will work for now. Shovel. I think it would be better if we start on that hill, actually. Just generally more ideal. I could also change my skin to match this little animatic thing, but I don't know if this would actually ever stay, or if I even will use this past one video, let alone multiple. So I'm not sure about that. This is 4 wide. I might not want this to be 4 wide, actually. We'll change that later. Kind of have a thing going on here with the 3x3s. Also, I was wondering about what to do properly with this channel, since it's not going to be just this beta series. I intend to use this as background footage when I actually start making videos, because currently this entire series is more of a testing ground for my ideas. I mean, realistically, the only thing I can do is talk. So, I was thinking maybe I could do that, you know, have this as background and then ramble on. Not sure if anybody would actually ever watch that, but who knows, people have weird tastes on the internet. It is what it is. Oh, and I did end up looking on the internet about the nightmares that I encountered last night. In-game, of course. It turns out that if there is a block that's considered open, then they can ambush you. And supposedly having double doors completes that. Which means that I can't have double doors if I don't want to be ambushed each night. Kind of sucks, but what can you do? So I've made it just a single door. Not sure if you can see from here. You can't. It's just a single door. Doesn't look good, but we make do. I need to decorate these paths later. Keyword being later. Don't have time for that right now. We need to make them first. Oh, it's getting dark. How do we do this? How wide do we want the staircase to go in here? Shouldn't be 3x3 realistically. So we'll probably go with something else. I actually think I need some string. Is there fishing in this? I don't know if there's fishing in this update. I guess we will have to find out. If there is, though. I don't think there is. There shouldn't be. No. Either way, we will be making a bow. So for that we need string. You know, each time I fight a skeleton, I get reminded that bows are a lot more powerful in this version. Might as well get one. So we need to find a spider and a skeleton. Can we do that? Also gonna take a moment to light up some of the area while we're at it. Especially on the path. I don't want the only way of getting around here to be controlled by a horde. I'm not sure about the exact light levels that are needed. I would probably have to check that somewhere. No spider as far as I can see. Well, I guess if there is any, then we'll be able to see them more easily in the daylight. I hear something, but I can't see it. Is it on my roof? It is. Okay. I guess we need to get up there. Can't have them spawning on my roof all the time. Oh, right. Yeah, see, I've already forgotten that I have different emotions on this thing. I need to use them more often. Although, I think during this I mostly have a neutral tone of voice, so can't think of much opportunities to use the other ones. Maybe that's my own lack of creativity, though. Let's see, spiders. And apparently armor works differently in this version, too. I'm not sure about how, but it's worth looking into. Cows, nothing unusual. Oh, one spider over there. I forget the exact recipe for a bow. I'm going to have to look that up or something. Or just wander around in my inventory until I find it. I think we need 3 string. I think. Because it's like the curve shape of it, right? I don't actually know, I'm just mumbling. Mumbling about nothing in particular. And I'm definitely calling this session quits at the half-an-hour mark. Last time I did some editing and it took over 3 hours for YouTube to process it. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. Not that it matters much, but we will see. Do we have any string? Okay, we'll try something. No, okay, that doesn't work. I have no idea what the recipe could be. We'll smelt some of our iron, though. Maybe make an iron sword. No, actually, we need an axe. Let's get an axe going here. There we go. That should be fine. Now we organize it. And we need one more pickaxe. We'll actually make it out of iron as well. No, actually we won't. Need to save that stuff. Not sure how much of it is around. And I'm hoping that this version, the audio tracks don't mix this time. Last time that was a complete disaster. The game was consistently louder than my own voice. Sounded terrible. But we learn and we move on. See, that's another thing about this series, actually, is that it's very good practice. Very good practice, because, I mean, as is obvious by everything, I don't know actually how to make these. But the more I do it, the better I'll get, hopefully. Or at least that's my hope. Anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 7 by 7 wide, as I said. Good. We'll go one layer deeper with this. It's going to be our storage area for the mines. I hear a cow. I hate those cows. You know what that calls for this? There we go. I hate those cows. They're annoying. They keep making those sounds. They keep sounding like they're indignant at the world for some reason. Until you find them and kill them, they never shut up. So we're gonna go do that now. But again, have to get used to switching the faces on this thing. Or making a new thing, I don't know. I like the style of this one, actually. It's simple, but it's good. If any of you know a better resource for this kind of thing, let me know. Because, as I said, I can't draw. And I don't have enough money for a commission, though. Is that a pink sheep? Wow, that is. Okay. I think. Is it? Am I blind? Am I stupid? I think it is. Okay, cool. Do we kill it? I don't know if we kill it. Oh wait, this emotion would have been better. You know, the shock. I heard that animals despawn if you don't name them in this version. No, we'll let you go. We'll let him go. His name is Jerry. If Jerry disappears, so be it. That's life. If he doesn't, then that's good. We still don't have a giant oak tree on there, but we do have a giant oak tree everywhere else. Much to my annoyance, because, as I mentioned in the beginning, these things are a complete pain to chop down. I feel like my voice is a bit too dead. I don't know. It's not like there's much to get emotive about, but maybe I should improve on that. Could be something that would make the quality better, I don't know. We're just gonna leave that one be for now. I can't be bothered. I think this one just grew as soon as we planted it. Lucky. There's the pink sheep. Yeah, we'll have to see what happens to it. I think we're gonna get more stairs and continue with that. How much can we make? And yeah, I'll have to figure out a way to mute the clicking sounds and the keyboard sounds. I'm sure that's annoying. But until I figure out how to do that, you will have to bear with it, I guess. Because I don't know how. Yeah, the transitions between the faces aren't very good either, because I feel like the faces are overly emotive, whereas I'm not. So there's a bit of contrast there. Hello, pink sheep. Tell you what, we'll work on this one for now. I'm not sure what I want to do about the mine, because we have to figure out how much space we want it taking up. I think a 3x3 would be too large. Not a big fan of those sounds, but, you know, it's daytime this time, so I don't think it was anything. Speak of the devil. Okay, it's not daytime anymore. That's great. I'm not a big fan of how it turned night after I said it's daytime and that sound played. Something might happen. I think I'm gonna have some stairs going down here as well. I feel like that's a good use of them. And yeah, I will stop skipping the night soon. I think. It might be one of those things that I always say but never turns out happening. But I hope it happens. Ah, whatever. I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. Okay. Yeah, let's call it in for this day cycle. Yeah, see, let's test. Will we get a nightmare? We only have one door. It looks ugly. But we might not get jumped. Looks like it worked. Okay. We did not get killed in our sleep. That's great. Let's grab some planks. I need to redesign the bridges. They feel too bland. But they kind of have to be diagonal. Unless I make them just turn at a corner. That might be wise. This one's good. It's straight. We can decorate this one. But those two? No. I don't know what was going on there. 3x3. Connect it up to here. Yeah, I'm thinking of making this channel essentially just these archives for now, as I experiment and learn how to do this better. But eventually, I think I'll just make, I don't know how to say it, talking videos, but for example, if I have a specific topic in mind that I want to address that day, then I could make it into a properly edited episode that people would actually watch. But if it's mindless ramblings like it is now, then I think it would make more sense for it to be a bit worse like this. Who knows? There we go, that's good. Okay, I'm liking this, I'm liking this. We're connecting the entire base, and granted we haven't done any progress on anything just about. But it is okay. We have some things going on. I feel like once we get this all up and running, then we can expand outwards and, I don't know, explore more. But I want to get a good foundation set before we do that. You know, maybe at least a storage house, that would be good. Just having one double chest in my house won't do it. I also need to figure out not an intro, we don't need an intro, but an outro, you know? I think that would be of benefit. Another test of these things. I don't know why I picked X's for eyes on that one. The happy one feels a bit weird considering how the mouth doesn't move that much. Neutral is fine. I feel like it looks like how I feel right now. You know, just neutral. Angry is fine. The problem with it is that I'm not nearly that emotive right now. I mean, I can be, but, you know, not when I'm talking blankly into a camera. There's less of a need for it. I guess that's one more thing I need to improve, as I said. I also need to make sure I don't use any fillers like and, as I just said. So that's I'm already not doing too good on that front. I feel like I also use I don't know and you know as fillers. I need to stop using those. Brevity is good. I think we can have something going this way as well, actually. There's a nice little plateau there we could easily use. I'm also not sure how to make thumbnails or titles or descriptions. So that definitely needs improvement. Oh, our tree grew. It once again is not a giant tree. Attempt 3, I think that makes it. We'll chop it down. I could just make a custom tree, but I don't have shears. So I can't cut down leaves. Something to improve on. But you know, I kind of like beta. It's slow, but it's steady. And also that looks like a pyramid over there. But yeah, there's not much to write home about regarding this, and that's kind of nice. I want to make a bunch of buildings. Maybe that could be where our storage house is. Make it long. Some buildings over there. One over there. There's definitely something in the middle here. And a few over there. But until I figure out what they would be, we're kind of lost. And it looks like we are coming up on the 30-minute mark here, so when this day cycle ends, we will call it quits. Again, these are short. Not really. They're half an hour, I guess that's long for most. But they don't have much substance to I can't talk today. They don't have much substance to them yet. We'll need to work on that. Ooh, sugarcane. We'll need that for... Wait, no, there's no paper. And no rockets either. Okay. I don't think we need it. If there is a use for sugarcane beyond that, let me know. Maybe sugar, I don't know. But yeah, this is working fine so far. I like the animatic in summary, but we definitely need to work on it. The only problem is that I don't know how. Eventually, it will improve. And we are at the 30-minute mark now, but it is not night yet. So, we'll keep going until it is. That is one problem, actually. With the lack of block variety, you kind of need a lot of wool to make interesting things, but you know, you can't breed animals. I don't think you can. So I guess we just have to wait until they spawn and then kill them whenever we see them. I can't imagine that would be efficient. I wonder what the state of farms, automated farms, are in this version. I don't like them, but they might be necessary. Considering crop growing is... I don't know if it's in this version. And breeding is not. So that's already natural automation taken away from the game. I'm not complaining about it, it makes it a nice slow pace. But if I want to make an actually large building project, I might need them. We'll finish getting some lumber here, and then we will call it quits. Actually, no, we'll just do that now. Okay, it's been short, but you know, that is archival number 2, I believe. I'm not sure whether to call these episodes, archives, etc. I will be going now. Goodbye.